So I finished pumping my gas and I'm walking into the convenience store and I see my partner from high school, T. I said, "What's up, man?" He says, "What's up?" So we just sit there, chop it up a little bit. And I notice he's holding the door. I'm thinking he's holding the door so I can go in, pay for the gas. He's coming out, I'm going in type of thing. So we talk for about 20 seconds or whatnot, just catching up. And then I hear this sound. What the hell? So I turn around and I look. It's a cop car. And it's got its sirens going, the lights on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I didn't think anything of it, right? So I'm getting ready to turn back and finish my conversation with T, but the cops hop out the car and they start jogging towards us. And one of the cops says, "Stop right there. Don't move a muscle. I need both of you up against the wall. Don't move a muscle." I'm like, what the hell? But I feel a breeze behind me and something jams into me. So I turn around and look. I realize T is running around the corner. And that jam that I felt was the door that hit me. But it didn't just hit me once. It hit me another time too. Because there were two more guys that were in the convenience store that also ran out and followed T around the corner. What the hell? So this is all happening very quickly. I turn back and I look at the two cops running towards us, and at this point they're pointing and I say running towards us, but it's just me standing at this point, and they're saying, "Do not move, stay right there up against the wall." So I have to make a split decision. Fuck this. So I take off and run around the corner too. Now, I've told you guys multiple times, you've seen other stories that I've put out there, and you kind of understand up to this point what type of person I am. I'm a lot of things. You can say I'm mentally slow if you want to, no problem. I would agree. Salute you on that. But one thing you will not say is that I'm physically slow. So when I tell you I hit on them jets, I hit on the jets. I took off running around that corner so quickly that I was able to catch T and his two partners. So at this point, we're jumping fences, hopping over gates, dodging pets in the backyard. Like, what the hell is going on? We're running for like 3 minutes. I'm pouring sweat and I don't know what's going on. And we finally get to a little spot that we're kind of comfortable with, and everybody kind of kneels down and they're catching their breath, and we're kind of just wheezing, trying to catch up with everything that we have going on. And I look around and say, what the hell just happened? But as I'm looking around, I noticed the two other guys that were running with T. Hey, I know them too. They went to high school with me. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Good, good, good. Well, one of them has on a book bag. I didn't think anything of it. Like I told you, we were in high school. We all have on book bags at some point or another. So one of the guys looks up and he says, "Man, I can't believe we got away with it." I look at T and say, "Got away with what?" T says, "Oh, sorry, bro, forgot to tell you. We just stole some things out the convenience store." I said, "What the hell?" And then the other guy looks at me and says, "Yeah, bro, but that's why we were running. Why you running?" I'll get you caught up, I promise. It'll all make sense in about 5 minutes. My name's Lorenzo, and welcome to Handles. Everyone has a grip on life. Everybody feels like they have a handle. Afraid to share the mistakes. The stories are what connect us. They're the key. We're running out of time. So at this point, I'm in high school and I got my own car and I'm liking driving around and enjoying going to see my friends, meet up with different things. But on this specific day, I just left football practice, and instead of going straight home like I should have done, I decided to go visit one of my friends on the other side of town. So on my way to go visit, I realized that I need some gas, so I stop at this convenience store and I'm starting to pump gas, right? I get done pumping the gas. I am walking into the store, literally walking into the convenience store. And I think you guys are caught up with what's happening now. Let's fast forward. So I look at this cat and I said, what did you say? He said, we just stole some things from that convenience store. That's why we're running. But why are you running? I said, fuck, I don't know. The cops were pointing at me. And I'm assuming all of y'all at the same time. So I took off. What was I supposed to do? You guys made a stupid decision. And now I'm stuck into it as well. So they all look around. They're kind of like, well, you know, it is what it is. You know, I guess we can just all go home. But it hits me. I can't go home. My car is still sitting at the gas station. Hell, with the pump probably still on the side. Jesus. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. These dumbasses made this decision. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, what did they steal? When I tell you shit like honey buns and just basic stuff, that's what was in the book bag. And these assholes decided to start to disperse it right there in front of me. So you can imagine how I felt with the decision they made. And now I'm laying in the same bed they are. All for gas. So T says, bro, I'm really sorry. What do you want to do? I said, look, man, I mean, I only got one choice. I got to go back because I got to get my car and stuff. He said, yeah, I think that's the right idea. We'll go home. We'll see you at school next day. So I take this long walk back. Now, mind you, I've already told you guys, we've been running anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And when I say running, I mean full-fledged. Speed, gates, fences, dodging dogs. We've talked about this, right? Like, we've been running. So we're deeper into the neighborhood. So I literally have to take this long walk back to the convenience store. But I'm thinking, maybe I'll get lucky, right? Maybe the cops will be gone. Maybe they won't notice that that was my car. Maybe I'll be able to get in my car and drive off. Huh? That simple. Things are never that simple. So I walk to the gas station, back to the convenience store, and of course, the cops are still there. But they're talking to, it looks like, the gas station clerk. So I'm trying to walk very slowly, but I'm like, look, man, they're gonna see you. You might as well just walk up to them. So I walk, get around the corner. As soon as they see me, up against the wall. Up against the wall, and they pat the shit out of me, right? I don't know if they're actually trying to make a move on me or they're checking if I got weapons, but either way, they're patting me down like a motherfucker at this point, right? And they flip me back over and they say, hey, sit right here. We got some questions for you. Where are the rest of your buddies? I'm like, I don't know where they're at. And that was the truth. I didn't know where they were at that point. In my mind, I'm thinking they were going home, but any of the property that they stole, I guarantee you, was being consumed at this moment. But I wasn't about to say all of that. I said, I don't know, which I didn't. So one of the cops goes over to the gas station clerk and they walk back over to me together. And the cop looks at me and says, hey, do you know this guy? I said, no, but I'm assuming he works here at the gas station. He said, absolutely. And if he identifies you as being one of the people that stole the product out of the store, we're taking you down right now. I look at this damn gas station clerk and I'm thinking to myself, I ain't never seen this man in my life, so I know he ain't seen me either. And I got lucky. The clerk says, that's not one of the guys. I don't know him. So the cop and the gas clerk start walking off. But I still have one cop standing right next to me. So he's trying to get information from me about anything he possibly can as to what was stolen. And I'm telling him, man, look, I have no idea. I was standing outside the gas station talking to one of my partners, and then all this happened. So I have no idea. Check the cameras. I'm sure you have some. So the cop puts his pad down and he says, I gotta ask you a question then, son. This doesn't make sense. If you weren't a part of anything, why are you running? And I gave him the same look I gave my 3 partners that I was running with. I have no idea. I have no idea why I was running. I just felt weird because you guys were running after me and telling me to stand up against the wall. I didn't know you guys from John, Dick, or Harry. So I figured I'd run too. So after he gets all of the information that he thinks he's going to get from me, which I didn't have any to begin with, they let me go, right? And I'm so in shock at this moment, right? I'm just beside myself at this moment. That I'm walking over to my vehicle, which still had the pump in there, mind you. I take the pump out, put it back into its little holster, close up the gas tank, and I get in the car and I drive off. And I'm just thinking as I'm driving down the road, I don't even want to go see my friend anymore. I just want to go to the house at this point. So I start driving to the house, stop at a stoplight, and I think to myself, I feel like I'm missing out on something. And it hits me. I didn't pay for the gas. Now that simple story is probably going to be a little elusive at the moment. But it'll come back around, I promise. You see, people make decisions every day. And for some reason, we feel the need to attach ourselves to some of the decisions that other people make. And I don't understand that. Clearly, I've been doing it myself as well. But we don't take into account that if we attach ourselves to the decisions that they make, we also attach ourselves to the results that they render. And that's where things get fuzzy. Your occupation, your family, your friends, your coworkers, everybody's making decisions. And throughout that time frame, throughout that day, week, month, year, whatever that might be, if you think about it, a lot of times you go along with the decisions that they've made, even if you don't agree with it. But why? So I have one simple ask. Be careful attaching yourself to someone else's decisions, because that attachment will remain firm through their results as well. Thanks for hanging out with me on another episode of Handles. I sure hope this story added value. If it did, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you're alerted anytime new material comes out. You want more Handles? You can follow me on social media, or you can go directly to my website right here at the bottom of the page. Thanks again for your time, support, and feedback, and I'll catch you next time right here on Handles.